Hello and welcome back to Football Manager again. We are here now on Boxing Day for the Newcastle United game, 4 days removed from the 2-0 win at the Den against Fulham. We've had a nice Christmas, some good form going into this game against Newcastle. Newcastle with a loss could actually drop into the relegation zone, and we with a win could go as high as a single point out of the European qualifications places. Dennis Johnson has picked up a suspension because of the yellow card he got in the Fulham game. Kadu is also still out injured, so we've had to change our formation for today's fixture. We've gone for a 5-3-1-1 with Turgeman in goal, Erdogan at right back, Clark, Eduardo, Tuanzebe centre back, with Sahajovic at left back, Doyle, Thompson and Nato in the midfield, with Roberto Lopez attacking midfield and Louis Barry up front. Ignore the red, ignore the red. I'm aware. We have very bright green down here. We should, in theory, be fine. Nothing major, I don't think, needs to be mentioned that wasn't mentioned in the previous video. So yeah, we'll get straight into this game against Newcastle, and hopefully we'll pull off a win for the important position of 8th place, which could actually be a European qualification place depending on how cup competitions go. But we've actually made a skyscraper out of our formation. I want to passionately say the media's given a lot of credit, because if you saw in the last video, I mentioned that they have. We've had good form for the last 2 months now, and with that, the media have essentially just been saying to us on and on and on that we are overachieving, we're doing too good, and we want to prove them wrong. We want to make sure we actually are proving that we are doing this well because we are this good, because we can do this well. That's how a room manager? I mean, there's only so much you can do to make you sound like a real football manager, short of being a real football manager. Free kick now for Newcastle. Plays it to Longstaff. Longstaff tries a pass to Connell, finds him. Now back out wide to the, I believe, wing back, who crossed the ball in and it's headed away by Tuanzebe, only as far as Butink, I think. I'm not going to try and pronounce a lot of the names for Newcastle. They have a lot of difficult to pronounce names, at least for my mouth, at least. I'm not exactly sure what Barry was trying to do there. I think he was half in the mind with a cross and half in the mind of having a shot, but he was at such an atrocious angle that he really could not get a shot. So far, only a single shot to the Newcastle side compared to our 7, which is very good in my opinion, very good. I clicked on the wrong one there. I meant to click on we are the better team, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope. Right, we're going to stick Alvaro up front with Louis Barry for the remainder of this game and give Roberto Lopez a break. I'm actually going to play him as a trequartista, just because I think that might work better with the current players behind him, at least theoretically. I'm not making other changes to the team. I think that's the only one I need to make, because Roberto Lopez isn't playing well. We need to make the top of the team a lot wider. But as you can see, 7 shots to 1, 3 shots to on target to 1, possession 55% to 45. We are doing better. And Man United are doing the only honourable thing in football and destroying Norwich 4-1. Right, anyway, Clark with the ball. Plays it back all the way to goalkeeper Turgeman, who plays it forward to Tuanzebe, pulling 2 Newcastle forwards away. Tuanzebe plays the ball forward to Barry, who's in, but the ball is blocked by the goalkeeper, and it goes out for a Millwall corner kick. Corner has to be taken by, I believe, Sahajovic. I was right. Headed away by Owozu, I think. Only as far as Eduardo, who gets the ball back out to Sahajovic, and that's the end of the highlight. Because that's just how this game seems to want to do highlights. It's very odd. I'm going to ask for a bit of passion, and I'm also going to change to an attacking mentality instead of being on a positive mentality. because I think we need to be more clinical with our finishing. We need to have more shots, be able to score, because at the minute we're not getting the best out of our players. I'm going to make one more change, being Salah Adine on for Sahajovic, and then most likely Eduardo will come off for Nate, probably around the 75th, 80th minute, depending on the current score. If it's, I think probably the 80th minute. I was going to go if we had scored before the 80th minute, we'll take them off as soon as we score, but 80th minute I think is the best option. And there we go, 80th minute. We'll bring on Richard Nate now for Eduardo, who is looking nervous. That's understandable. He is still a Brazilian youth player. And I want to see a good performance from Nate. He's been getting uppity about not playing much. So I think he needs to prove why he should be playing. But at the minute, a 0-0 draw I would take. No question about it. Especially seeing as at this time, 2 months ago, I was expecting to be defeated drastically by these teams. So, not too bad. A 0-0 draw in this game, I'll take. It was a boring game, but I'll take it. And I'll calmly say they were unlucky, because they were effectively unlucky. There's not much I can say about it. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of games in very quick succession coming up, so these players may not do very well in January, but we'll come to that when it comes to. Most likely, given that we've got Middlesbrough in the third round of the FA Cup, we will probably get to the fourth round of the FA Cup, and as a result, the next video will be the fourth round of the FA Cup and the following Premier League game, because I think that's probably the better option. Boston drawing 1-1 with Wimbledon. Boston, mind you, in 10th, Wimbledon in 21st. Expecting more, if I'm honest with you, expecting more. And all the rest of the players doing, to be honest with you, fairly well. And Jordan Dodd getting some scouting done for a future Wales player. And Lou Barry is probably, at this point in time, might be starting another goal drought. But, as I say every episode... Oh, actually, wait, hang on. Before I go, FA Cup. When is the FA Cup fourth round? Be drawn on the 6th, and it's supposed to be played on the 25th. So, on the 25th, we have no matches. So, it will actually be Newcastle followed by FA Cup. So, Newcastle followed by FA Cup. So, we'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games off camera, possibly 6 if that ends up going to a replay. And, until then, as I say every episode, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.